Okay. Yes. Let's start. Hello everyone. So we are on the third session of performance management. ठीक है? हम लोगों ने अभी तक कंप्लीट किया what is performance management, what is supply chain management. Supply chain management का one of the most important part was P2P cycle. For any business to be successful, it is very important कि उन्होंने बहुत अच्छे से अपना P2P cycle को establish किया है. Because P2P cycle से raw material आता है, which is very important for the manufacturing company. Okay. Now the next part is it's a very small part from the P2P cycle itself. Okay, that is the vendor relationship management. Vendor means any person from whom we are purchasing raw material. Now, आइडियली पहले इतना इम्पोर्टेंट नहीं था, हम वेंडर के रिलेशनशिप को मैनेज करने के लिए कोई इंसान को नहीं रखते थे इनिशियली. ओके, बट नाउ इट्स प्लेइंग अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट रोल because of the globalization, because of the increase in the size of company, because of the increase in competition, it has become very important that we have a proper management, department in the company who is handling the vendor relationship. Now, one of the basic reasons for handling this will be decrease in cost. Okay, when we have a good relationship with the supplier, when we have a good established cycle, there is a possibility that we are purchasing the raw material, we're paying the raw material other person immediately, because of which they're getting discounts, they're getting loyalty schemes, points, they're getting many benefits from that. One more reason would also be, other than cost, would also be increase in the efficiency. These are the two important words which are supposed to be written in the vendor relationship management. ओके, ये दो इंपॉर्टेंट फैक्टर्स है कि कॉस्ट हमारा कम हो जा रहा है, एफिशिएंसी इज डेफिनेटली इंक्रीजिंग, एंड in the era of globalization, it is very important that we have a proper vendor relationship management in an organization. Okay, so let's start. These two important words, just right there. There is a decrease in cost, there is an increase in efficiency. Okay, so let's start. Now, first of all, because of the new paradigm, because of the competitive environment, because of the globalization, it has become very important that for any organization to be very successful, for any organization to have a life of a long term, to rule the market for a very big period of time, relationship with the supplier is the, because that is the start point of any company. Okay, now they are telling us they have forwarded four specific issues. What is important? Why is it important to a vendor relationship manager? First is increased efficiency. Okay, increased cost efficiency, increased effectiveness. We are working better. We are working on time. We are having good raw material. Okay. Next, ever changing technology. Now, for example, there is a change in technology, but if we have a good relationship with a vendor, it might happen that the vendor might be ready to give us a substitute raw material. Okay, or customized raw material, because there has been a substantial change in the technology, and definitely increase competition. Okay, to win in the competition, you need to reduce cost. For reducing cost, you need to have a very good relationship with your. So the four factors overall key why vendor relationship management came into existence was increase in cost in efficiency. There was an increase in effectiveness because technology is changing and because there has been huge amount of competition. And therefore, it is very important that the company should evaluate their vendor relationship. Evaluate means they need to that they are supposed to compute their vendor relationship. Why they are supposed to compute it? They need to have a favorable relationship, because it will always do what? It will always reduce the cost. It will always increase the efficiency. This is only important from the second paragraph. What is important? First of all, go and evaluate your vendor relationship. The answer should be favorable. Why the answer should be favorable? Because cost come ho jayega and there will be an increase in efficiency. And a vendor relationship is not a one-time transaction. It is something which we start with one transaction, but it's one of the most long-lasting transactions. तो यहाँ पे क्या लिखा है? This is a start of a long-standing relationship, and the success will depend only on how we are maintaining this relationship. Does a vendor relationship management, because of all this, okay, because of all this good point, last thing का लिखा है, vendor relationship management is an extension of buyer supplier relationship. पहले it was considered as I am the buyer, you are the seller, that's it. Buyer discount, seller discount, that's it. But now it is what they are, which establishes mutual trust and mutual benefit to both the parties. Okay, ऐसा नहीं होता है कि the the benefit is only to the supplier or the benefit is only to the buyer. There exists a benefit to both the parties, and therefore they say that a vendor relationship management, it has to be a proper management, like what we are supposed to do in vendor relationship management. We need to choose the vendor properly. We need to decide how many vendors. Okay, we will never be having one supplier for the raw material. Okay? For example, the raw material is XYZ. We will always have 4 to 5 vendors options in case of emergency. So how many numbers of vendors we need? Who should be a vendor? How the risk will be mitigated? How the cost will be reduced? How we'll raise the quotation? Which vendor is best? How the transportation will take place? How the raw materials will reach us on time? This is the complete vendor relationship management program, and therefore it is being defined as a discipline that organizes, that helps an organization to do what? To control the cost. In what are we doing in vendor management? Make sure you know, you write this one. In vendor management, we are reducing the cost. We are telling risk bye bye, and we want to give a service that is excellent to the customer throughout the life cycle of the company. So thus it is a discipline in which the company reduces the cost, bye bye to the risk, and we need to give excellent services. But how? So they are telling following are the important aspects. First, select the right vendor. Determine the correct number of the vendor. A vendor select हो गया. We have selected the best vendor. We have selected one of the proper number of the vendors. And next will be how are we contracting with them. That is also one of the most important points. Categorize the vendor to ensure right contract, right metric, right relationship. What kind of relationship do we need? So one-time relationship, it's a 10-year relationship, it will be a 15-year relationship. We need to decide. And vendor should be selected in such a way that it will always mitigate risk. And in an organization, we need a separate vendor management organization. Okay, we need to have a department that is organizing this vendor, which is working for the best for the entire organization. One of the most important points in this will be what is vendor management and what are the important aspects of the vendor management. Let us quickly revise. First, selecting the right person. Second, deciding the proper number. Third, what kind of relationship do you need? Establishing it via contract and whatever relationship you need. Always your risk should be what? Your risk should be mitigated. And in a company, having a proper vendor management organization which is working best for the organization. And thus they are telling at the last that it is very important that you identify a very nice vendor management organization so that you have a very good relationship. And there's a good, and thus they're giving us here the summary, there's a good vendor management allows the organization to build a very successful and a stronger relationship with your customer. So what is the purpose of a vendor management? Purpose of vendor management ये होता है that they establishing a very good relationship which is helping the organization. Plus, when we have a good relationship, we are only not working for the good relationship, we are also working for the quality product, we are also working for the timely product, we are also working for the updated product, for the good technology product. Thus, this partnership not only strengthens both the business, it will also facilitate the organization to focus on the quality of the product, services, right time, which ensure value. Okay, raw material, he is giving the best quality of the raw material, but the raw material is coming 1 month late. Then the product will be reaching the customer immediately. So vendor management, it will include everything. Okay, selecting the proper vendor, mitigating the risk, proper quality of raw material is coming, proper quantity of raw material is coming, updated raw material is coming, on time raw material is coming. Because once the raw material step is correct, only then the ahead supply chain will move forward. And thus in the last paragraph, they've just written that the term vendor relationship management and supplier relationship management are often used interchangeably. There is a very less difference between the two. And in last paragraph, they have written that the supply chain management is a huge concept. And supply chain management के अंदर एक छोटा सा concept है that is the vendor of the okay, supply chain management, or you can say value chain. It's a big concept, and in that big umbrella will come the small concept. Okay, that is one of the examples we have taken with ECC. Thus, they have written here that the supply chain management is the larger umbrella under which the vendor-supply relationship management. So this was just a basic introduction, basic discussion of the vendor management. So the second topic after supply chain management is P2P cycle. In P2P cycle, we have studied one additional point, that is what the additional point is vendor management. And now we'll move on to the next cycle, which is what? Which is related to the customer. Okay, now we started with the raw material, and this raw material wala, this thing was known as what? P2P, that is procure to pay. That is, you're procuring the raw material in the company. Why are you procuring the raw material? Because we are supposed to pay. Okay, now we are going to the last. Now we are going to the customer. So the customer cycle is known as O2C. O means first we need to get a order from the customer, and then we need to collect cash from the customer. So we're going to study what? We're going to study the last cycle now, that is the O2C, one of the most important cycles. Okay, what will be the basics of this cycle? Ma'am, we need to collect order from the customer. After collecting the order from the customer, we will decide the terms. The customer will pay me immediately, customer will pay me cash, customer will pay me credit, 90 days, 45 days, in how many days the customer will pay me. Then we will release the invoice, then we will do the follow-up, and then finally the cash will come. This is one of the most important. Why? Because here there is customer. So whatever product you are giving to the customer, it has to be what? It has to be the best. Plus, we are receiving cash. For a company's survival, it is important that the cash flow is appropriate. Only then the company can work. Therefore, the collection of the cash, okay, therefore the collection of cash from the customer here will play a very important. Okay, let's see. Again, why this cycle has come into existence? Again, because there is increasing competitiveness, there is increasing customization, customer needs are increased, customer demands are increased. It has become very important that whatever service we give to the customer is a customized service, and therefore there is a need to establish what? There is a need to establish O2. Thus, O2C is a cycle in which we involve what? There is a customer interaction. In P2P, there was a vendor interaction. In O2C, there is a customer. And customer is what? Customer is the last link in the supply chain, and it is one of the most major links. It is one of the most valuable links because we are working for the customer. We were purchasing raw material for the customer, machines are purchased for the customer, technology is for the customer. So this is one of the most important. We are working here for what? For the customer satisfaction. And on this, the success and the failure of the organization depends. Okay, you're never supposed to underline the complete paragraph. Underline the important word. Like I have underlined. What is the first thing in O2C? O2C involves what? O2C involves my customer interaction. Why? Because customer is the last person in the supply chain. He's one of the most important persons. He's the value addition person. Okay. The success and the failure of an organization will always depend upon whom? It will always depend on the customer. So the process will start with what? O to C, right? So the process will always start with the order. The customer will give us the order. Once the order is received, we will decide on the customer credit. Credit in the sense 30 days credit, 45 credit, whatever will be your term. Okay, then it's decided verbally, okay, 45 days, 10 days, 15 days, whatever, we will deliver the order to the customer. Once the order is delivered, it will be delivered along with the invoice. And invoice inclusion payment to be done after 45 days. So after 45 days, my company will give, after 40 days, for example, we will start giving follow, and after on the 45th day, there will be payment from the customer, and there will be a collection by the customer. Okay, this is known as the order to cash. What is the first point? First point is customer का order place होगा, customer credit. We will deliver the order. Along with the order, the invoice will be delivered. With invoice, the terms and conditions will be written, and then the customer at last will make the pay. And thus, same जो हम लोगों ने ऊपर लिखा. Thus, what is an O2C? O2C is an end-to-end business process. End-to-end is a complete process, right? Order से लेके cash, it's a complete process where we are doing what? Where we are fulfilling the customer. The overall activity regarding what? First process is customer order. initiates with the receipt of order and ends with the payment. It ensures with the customer order, it includes customer credit. Credit decide कर दिया, then delivering the order, then invoicing the order, and then finally comes the pay. Okay, this process is very important for operational needs of the company because we are receiving payment from the customers. Okay, O2C will always help in increasing operational efficiency for running the operations of any company. You need cash. तो यहाँ से अगर if we get payment on time, क्या हमारी operational efficiency increase हो जाएगी? Yes, and it helps the company to achieve competitive advantage. So the two words to be written in O2C. O2C cycle will be two words only. It helps in operational efficiency, and second word is the competitive advantage. Why competitive advantage? Because if you have more customer, it means you have an advantage over other competitors. If the customers are paying us on time, we have an advantage over other customers. Okay, so if our O2C cycle is working well, we are receiving more and more orders. It means what? We are having a competitive advantage in the market. Like Maggi has a competitive advantage, having 71% of the market share. So this is known as what? O2C. O2C has also what they have written here, very important. Okay, it is one of the KPI for a company. What is the KPI? It is the key performance indicator. Okay, whenever we work with AR department, okay, AR means account receivable, where they're going to receive the money. इन लोगों को KPI दिया जाता है. KPI इन लोगों को टारगेट दिया जाता है. That is the key performance indicator. That is how much time, like, are they taking to receive the money from the customer will be your KPI. So there will be one person employee who will be doing only what? Who will be doing only collection of money. कि कितने दिन में पैसा हमें रिसीव हो रहा है. Computed how many days, how many bad debts are there, how many orders are we receiving. In terms of order, how much delay there is in terms of the money, for example. या इन लोगों को ये भी दिया जाता है order. I received an order, okay, my company received an order, and then after receiving the order, my target is 15 days में delivery. So my answer is coming 90%. 90% means what? 15 days or less than 15 days. I have satisfied 15% of the order delivery. But it means that 10% there is some problem. 10% orders are going on 16th day or 18th day or 19th day. Then your KPI is what? You have not achieved the KPI. If you are achieving an order between 15 or less days, it means you have achieved your KPI. So KPI क्या होता है? In the company, people are giving target. So they are telling O2C is considered as one of the key performance indicators. And what KPI are given? Very, very important. First example, what they given. What is the KPI? Researchers refer the following the top KPIs in case of O2C cycle. These are one of the top KPIs. First, that is the process cycle time. Okay, what do you mean by the word process cycle time? I've written ahead. That is the amount of time taken to complete the task. That is 16 days lage, 17 days lage, 15 days lage, 12 days lage. Okay, you will make a summary. Like for example, my target is 15 days or less. So the answer is 90% of the order are completed 15 less than 15 days, and 10% orders are completed after 20 days. तो आपकी KPI में डिफरेंस दिख जाएगा. So what is the time taken to complete the order? Second, what is the day sales outstanding? What is day sales outstanding? Let me read first. It is used to estimate what the size of outstanding AR of this. हम क्या करेंगे? आज we want to compute कि मेरा account receivable कितना है. How much money is left from the month? For example, 1 crore rupees. But the outstanding sales here, the day sales outstanding is not computed in terms of the value, in terms of the currency. It's computed in terms of the days. Like 50 lakhs will come in 50 days, 10 lakhs will come in 60 days, 40 lakhs will come in 90 days, for example. तो ये क्या होता है? Day sales outstanding used to estimate the size of outstanding AR, not in currency. Okay, ये computation हम currency में नहीं करेंगे, but in average sales day. That आज sales क्या 45 days में इतना पैसा आएगा, आज sales क्या 50 days में इतना पैसा आएगा. That is average days taken to collect the payment from the customer. For example, हमारा average days क्या है? हमारा average days है 45. Okay, so what is day sales outstanding? Day sales outstanding मतलब outstanding figure नहीं, मतलब account receivable वाला figure नहीं. But here it won't be in the form of the currency, but it will be what is the average days required to collect 1 crore rupees. Then obviously the figure won't be same. 1 crore का bifurcation होगा, 50 lakh rupees will come in 45 days, more 10 lakh rupees will come in 60 days, more 30 lakh will come in 20 days, more 10 lakh question mark. It is already above 200, for example. That is known as the day sales outstanding. तो क्या होता है, any person who is working in the AR team, the given target, की compute process cycle time. What is the process cycle time? Like 90%. What is the day sales outstanding? If you are able to achieve it, it means that you are able to achieve your KPI. And then comes the on-time delivery performance. That the customer orders are properly shipped on or before the time. That is the on-time delivery performance. And this OTC cycle plays a very important role in this aspect because if the customers are not receiving the orders on time, they will not place the order once. Nowadays, all the customer requires speed. Nowadays, all the customer require what? Speed. And the main focus in O2C is what? That is reduction of receivable. Reduction of receivable का मतलब होता है we have collected the bill. Proper collection management. Proper collection management means there is a weekly follow-up call. There is daily mail going to the customer. There is a daily WhatsApp going to the customer. That is known as a collection management. Why we are doing collection management? In order to reduce the risk. Okay, and then comes one similar point, that is the day sale outstanding or any other major attribute on basis of which efficiency is complete. Okay, very important word in OT. First of all, just write this, draw this cycle. इस cycle को नीचे point to point explain करेंगे. Order will be received, credit terms will be decided, order will be delivered, invoicing will be done, and payment will be received. This is considered as one of the most important KPI. पर KPI में हम लोगों को 3 factors check करने पड़ते हैं. That is the process cycle time. How much process, like how many days does this process require? Second is outstanding in the terms of day wise and not outstanding in the terms of the currency. And then the third point comes is the on-time delivery performance. Are we delivering our product within 15 days? For example, if our target was 15 days, does the main focus in OTC will always be what? It is always going to be reduction of AR, proper collection management, proper reminder so that there is a increase in the efficiency. Okay, any company who is following OTC will always have three benefits. Okay, there are three important. First thing is also cash. If you're having a proper OTC cycle, it means what? You're receiving proper collection from the customer. So one of the most important, what are the importance of OTC? Why are you doing OTC? First is increase in cash flow. टाइम से कैश फ्लो आएगा, ऑपरेटिंग खर्चा ऑटोमेटिकली मैनेज रहेगा. Good customer relation. Okay, and then comes the ability to devote more time to other strategic functions. Okay, other strategic function का मतलब क्या होता है? In a supply chain, okay, in a value chain, there are multiple things. There is a supplier, there is a manufacturer, there is a a repair maintenance guy, there will be a parking guy, then the product will reach distributor, then the customer. If we are focusing our complete energy here only, then who will take care of it? So they are telling once you have a proper established OTC, you can focus on what? You can focus on other strategic factors. So the three importance of OTC will be let's revise. First of all, cash flow will be immediate, because of this the operation cost will go down. Automatically working capital will be good. We don't require to take loan. Okay, why it is written? There is a reduction of operating cost. If we will get the money on time, we will purchase the raw material from our own money. But if we don't get the money on time, then for the purpose of purchasing raw material, we have to take loan. Once we take loan, we are supposed to pay the interest. Definitely, if the OTC is working properly, there will be a proper increase in cash flow. There will be a reduction in operating cost because products are running properly, customers are receiving the product on time, good relationship with the customer will be maintained. And once this cycle is set, you can focus on various other strategic functions also. Okay, this is the important. And what are the best practices? If a company is establishing what OTC process, following are the ways. The only way for having a good OTC will be but to automation of the administrative tasks. Like what? Like automation of the invoicing, automation of computing of DSO days, automation of computing the process cycle days, automation to the alarm set हो रहा है कि भाई products are not reaching on time, automation, quality check, okay, automation, everything will be automated. The first point here is what? Automation of administrative. Administrative tasks means the tasks which are required to be done on repetitive basis daily. Okay, if it is being done by a human, there is a possibility of error. But if it is being done automatically, error percentage will always go down and efficiency there will be a increase in efficiency. So in the first point we यही लिखा है कि if the work is being done by a human, okay, there is always a chance of some error. But once there is automation, it will always increase the efficiency, it will always increase the accuracy of an organization. You should always automate what? You should always automate the tasks which are repetitive, like repetitive such as billing, repetitive such as sending the reminders on WhatsApp weekly, sending reminders on mail monthly, for example. अब ये जो मंथली है हमारे पास 1000 कस्टमर, वी कैन नॉट कीप अ पर्सन एंड टाइपिंग द मैसेज. So they are telling this work has to be done what? This work can be done automatically. Okay, like what? Like billing, like invoice collection, like payment, like credit management. Credit management का मतलब होता है follow. So that in automation में first of all human से error होता है, automation से there is increase in efficiency, there will be more accuracy. Do the tasks which are what? The tasks which are repetitive in nature should be what? Automated. And obviously, second, standardization of OTC for the entire company. Now, in a company, there might be four parts. Okay, we are manufacturing four different products. We cannot have a OTC process different for all the four products. Why? Then we need a different OTC management team for product 1, different for product 2, different for product 3, different for product 4. The working will be different, the collection will be different, the management will be different. Automation 4 times करना पड़ेगा. It is easier कि अगर हम पूरे कंपनी को एक ही बता दें. That is what? In 45 days, money should be collected, delivery should be done in 15 days. This is your process for the what? Entire company, irrespective of the product. So they are telling that standardize this for what? For all the products, irrespective of the size of the company. जब आप स्टैंडर्डाइज करोगे देयर विल बी व्हाट? एफर्ट में डिक्रीज, आपका टाइम वेस्ट नहीं होगा. We will save on our time because the process will be same for each product, and we will have more cash flow, less expenses, and that will relieve the financial, it will release the working capital. वर्किंग कैपिटल का मतलब होता है करंट एसेट्स माइनस करंट लायबिलिटी. डेली का जो हमारा खर्चा है, अगर हमने वो ओटीसी साइकिल को स्टैंडर्डाइज कर दिया, वी विल बी रिसीविंग मोर कैश एंड देयर विल बी रिडक्शन इन दी. तो दे आर टेलिंग हाउ डज, ठीक है ओटीसी कंसेप्ट तो समझ में आ गया, लेकिन ओटीसी कंसेप्ट इस्टेब्लिश कैसे करें? ऑटोमेटिक. Second, standardization. Obviously, there has to be what? Electronic invoices. Electronic invoices. Know that the person is coming, I am signing, the customer is signing, then they're folding it, then they're putting it in the envelope. Wastage of time. Then the postman is coming, then they're giving to the postman. How to save your time? That is preparation of electronic invoices. That is one of the most important automation process. And again, go back and once again go and check your credit policy. Is 45 days okay? If you are giving a cycle of 45 days, कहीं ऐसा तो नहीं हो रहा है कि I am not having money and I have to take leave. So you re-evaluate. Once again, go back and just check one. Is your credit policy proper? Credit policy should be such that it should always reduce your burden. It should always increase your what? Increase your efficiency. Thus, they are telling the entire company should do what? Should reevaluate the credit policy in order to optimize the resources, reduce the credit risk, and increase the cash. Okay, the OTC will always work for one thing. That is, cash flow should be fast and loan risk should be less. Because अगर cash flow fast है, automatically credit risk will go down. So what does it mean? Why are they telling us to reevaluate the credit policy? The reason for evaluating the credit policy, if you are having a proper cash flow, the credit risk will go down. And this is one of the most important things. check that we are efficiently doing the billing process. Okay, like it should not be like the government organization that have purchased the thing and built it. They're taking 15 minutes for raising one index, for example. And if there is some error, then they're taking 2 days to resolve that. ऐसा होना चाहिए क्या? No. The billing process, why? Once you will give the bill, only then plus 45 days will be calculated, right? If you're giving bill only 10 days late, then the 45 days will be completed more late, then the cash will come more late. And that is why the billing system should be proper. Because generally in all the companies it is 45 days from the date of the bill. That is it. तो यहाँ पे क्या लिखा है कि हमारा टाइम वेस्ट ऑन बिलिंग शुड बी वेरी लेस. देयर हैज टू बी अ ऑटोमेटेड बिलिंग सिस्टम along with the real time billing. Real time billing, as and when customer is purchasing, immediately there is a real time billing, there is a real time invoice raising on an electronic system. Okay, nobody works on printing. From my portal I will raise the invoice, from their portal the customer will do what? The invoice. There has to be a quick discharge, like they are given us an example of hospital. There is an automated real-time bill. Once the procedure is completed, we go down, the bills are ready, pay the bill, and the customer is being discussed with you. Why? Because we have the second patient waiting in line. If the billing process will take time, the second customer will be admitted late. Okay, so that is why they have to do the billing process very fast. And if there is any discrepancy, if there is any problem, if there is any machine failure or there is any invoicing failure, it has to be mitigated quickly. And then comes the obviously automated account receipt. Automated account receipt मतलब क्या? Proper reminders should go automatically, weekly, monthly, daily. Customer responses are being checked, online payments are being received, and it is being tallied against the invoice. That are we receiving proper money? So here the important points will be only scheduling payment reminders, proper customer responses, enabling online payment, and checking the dispute if there is any difference. Like the customer is saying, I'm going to pay you 1,000, but my bill was for 1,050. So you need to, if there is any dispute, you need to resolve that. And then the last point is the basic point, that is the data management. But the entire data will be on a system. Okay, so you need to have a proper management team who is managing this data in terms of orders ka data, invoicing data, payment data. All the data has to be managed properly because we have automation. So if you check, the first point is automation of admin point. Automation की 3 points. Okay, automated account receivable, automated bill. So how can we do this? Let's revise. How many points are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 points है. First of all, admin process को क्या कर दो? Automatic कर दो. Standardization of all the OTC process in the overall company. Invoicing should be done electronic. Once again, just go back and check your credit policy. Is the billing process quick? Is the billing process fast? Is your account receivable automated? And then comes the last one, that is the data management. Okay, thus if you bring digitalization, if you bring automation in OTC or in a company, it will have a very big impact. Thus it is written here, the OTC process is a complex process, but digital transformation of the workplace is going to bring about a key change in the process. If you want automated billing, if you want automated customer reply, if you want automated reminders to go to the company, you need what? Digital transformation. And only then the OTC cycle will work to its best. Thus, the OTC process is a late development and offshoot of the larger aspect of the customer relationship management. In the same way as we have studied vendor relationship management, customer relationship management was one of the most important factors, and then we realized that for managing the customer, what is important? Important is digitalization. You need to start to have a digital process with the customer. Okay. Nowadays, what are the digital things? Like raising real time invoices. Okay, I raise it from my portal, they receive it on their portal, they accept there the terms is written 45 days, automatically 45 days is payment will be released to my. Okay, that is digitalization. So that there is no difference. Once the invoice is raised, the payment will be done against that invoice only. It cannot be done with less 50 rupees or more than 50 rupees. Okay, and nowadays the companies are working on a very large scale. There are a huge number of customers, and therefore it is important that automation or digitalization comes here. Okay, and one more thing to go digital is nowadays we need to give what customized services to the customer. Okay, like they have given one example here. Ideally, in initial days, there used to be shops in the name of the hair cutting shop. Okay, that they cut hair. That's it. But now, generally, the people put the name as what? That they have become entrepreneurs and they give putting the name as what? Hairstyle. Hairstyling means if XYZ person comes, the styling will be done as per his requirement. If PQR comes, cutting and styling will be done as per PQR. Because nowadays the customer works on the basis of what? Customized. So in this globalized world, we need to have customized service also. So it is very important for a human being to handle that. And therefore it can be done with the help of digital transformation. And that is why here it is written. The change is basically customization services to match the needs of each and every customer. The customer requirements will be different demographically also. Demographically means age-wise. Male, female, small sector, middle sector, larger sector. Okay, everyone will have a different requirement. And if a company wants to cater to larger population, okay, it has to give what? It has to give a customized service. Like a mobile phone of the same company will be available for 8,000, 15,000, 1 lakh, 2. That is what? That is a customized service for the different demographic groups in the organized. Thus, one of the most important issues in CRM is identifying the needs of the different kinds of the customer and developing specific strategy for each customer. So the introduction for CRM was nowadays in the globalized world. Earlier it was hairstyling services, for example. Earlier it was hair cutting services, now it is hair styling services. The reason for such a big change is what? The reason for such a big change is customer. So CRM starts with what? Identifying what customer needs and then developing for him. What technology customer needs, what variation customer needs, what colors customer needs, what quality does the customer need. Thus, one of the most important aspects in CRM is identifying the needs of the different customers and thereby developing strategies for each and every customer is one of the most important. Okay, now let's study that few people just confine CRM to only one task. Okay, that it is just a database file, it is just an electronic task, there is no work here, there is no logical reason here. That's wrong. So, in order to zero down on the concept of CRM, zero down means in order to understand the CRM concept in detail, okay, CRM is required, which are put forward in the following. There are certain misinterpretations. First misinterpretation is what? Let's say, okay, and then we'll stop. CRM is merely database marketing. What do you mean by the word database marketing? That is, you collect data from the customer and thus on the basis of database you're doing the marketing. No. Your individual needs of every customer is identified. Product is made accordingly. It's a proper management of what customer needs. Not a management of database. That is not only Excel or that is not only on computer you're working with. Here we will go and give door-to-door services. Here we give them credit points. Here we will give them discounts. Different person, different discounts. Everyone will get different messages. So thus they're telling that, what are they telling here? That it is a strategic and operational CRM. It is not merely a database market. Now what is a strategic CRM? What is an operational CRM? We will study in some time. Okay? Just give me 5 to 10 minutes. What are they telling? That CRM is not only database analysis. Whatever are the different types of CRM, there are 3 types of CRM. All the 3 types of CRM are more than the database market. And then they're telling that CRM is only a marketing process. No, here we identify the selling. Like marketing मतलब क्या होता है? Only selling. But हम लोग यहाँ पे क्या करेंगे? Here we will identify the segment. We are selling our product. So my segment is household segment or my segment is industrial segment. My segment is healthy people segment or unhealthy people segment. So they are telling it is something what extends more into selling and more into service. Service means house delivery, package delivery, customized delivery, birthday delivery. So they're telling that CRM is a marketing process, is a misinterpretation. The CRM is not only database marketing, it is more than that. It is only marketing process. No, yes. CRM is now people say that it is something related to IT. I know CRM was started because of IT, but for the purpose of handling IT, okay, for the purpose of handling, for example, information technology on computer. Because CRM is completely all the data is on a computer. Do you need a person for doing this? Yes. And do you need a process for it? Process means what? Daily how to check, daily how to compute, how to know the outstanding. So it is correct that without the advent of IT, CRM would have not been there. Because of IT only, CRM has come. But CRM will always have more to things in it. IT will be there, but there will be people and process also. So we cannot say that it is only an IT process and IT people will take care of this. No. This is being handled by commerce people, by management people, by costing people. Okay, because here it requires the people who understand OTC, who understand balancing, who understand costing, who understand the profit. That is, this is one of the misinterpretations. And CRM can be implemented by any company via strategic CRM and operational CRM. Okay, now first of all, let's clear 2 3 points. Now there are three types of CRM. Okay, one CRM is a strategic CRM, then comes is the operational CRM, and then comes is the analytics CRM. The meaning of the three CRM will be discussed tomorrow. Okay, let me just revise the meaning. How many CRM are there? One is the strategic CRM, next is the operational CRM, and next comes is the analytics CRM. Okay, analytics CRM जो होता है, they do the analysis of what? They do the analysis of, and therefore it can be done by smaller companies. Okay, यहाँ पे देखो क्या लिखा है, analytics CRM is based on customer related data and in smaller companies. तो customer को जाके analyze करना, smaller companies will not have that much budget, is not readily available for implementation, and the same is not possible. So there are three types of CRM: strategic, operational, analytics. Strategic and operational can be done by any company, but the analytics CRM, okay, will require a huge amount of database. You require a huge amount of IT implementation on which crores of money is put. So a smaller company cannot put so much of money for the purpose of doing analytics. So therefore, the analytical CRM cannot be done by everyone, and therefore it is a misinterpretation. What is the heading? That CRM can be implemented by any company. The answer is no. S and O can be implemented, but the analytical CRM cannot be implemented. Very important point. Is this clear? I want everyone to read the fourth point once. Is this clear? Okay, now last point will be CRM is the technical name of loyalty scheme. See, I agree, in CRM you give technical loyalty schemes. Okay, you get the credit points, you get additional discounts, you get home delivery, वगैरह वगैरह. Okay, but some CRMs implemented are linked to loyalty schemes, but not all of them. All the companies do not work in same process. Okay, few companies work on that process. That for them the CRM is only giving loyalty, but all the companies will not be doing this. Maggie does not give any loyalty points because it's already an established. Parley is a company who is not giving any loyalty. So there are only few companies who give this. So we cannot just generalize that it is something related to what? Related to giving loyalty. So in order to acquire new customers or for the purpose of retaining old customers, there are many businesses who offer loyalty schemes, such as what? Miles. Miles means what? Points. Credit points जो देते हैं. Or they will give you lunch coupons, or they will give you free train pass. So many companies work on this basis for attracting new customers or keeping old customers. But it cannot be said that all the companies are doing this. Okay, let's have a quick revision on this fact part and then we will stop. Okay, now they are telling that let's just clear the concept of CRM. There are few misinterpretations. Okay, there are 5 misinterpretations. First misinterpretation is it is only database marketing, that you will just look at the data and you will start marketing. You will look at the data, you will analyze the data and then make the decision. Second, it is only IT related. No, for the purpose of managing the IT also, you will need a few people and process. It is a marketing process. It is a marketing process, but here what you are doing is you are doing market segmentation. You are acquiring the customer. You are doing operational, uh, you know, CRM. You are doing strategic CRM. You are doing analytical CRM. And then some that is implemented, it can be implemented by any company. The answer is yes. All the companies cannot implement CRM. Okay. Strategic operational CRM can be implemented by all, but the analytical CRM cannot be implemented by all the companies, because here you have to analyze the customer and it becomes difficult for the small companies to do that. And the last point is the technical name for loyalty scheme. I agree. In CRM, they try to implement various schemes so as to attract new customers or to keep the old customer, but it cannot be said that it is the only way, and it cannot be said that it is being done by all the companies. And thus, the summary is CRM is IT dependent. Okay, CRM is built around the software. Okay, it is for the customer satisfaction. It is customer centric process, and thus CRM is becoming a very important business strategy. Thus, the summary is here. It is IT dependent. It is built around software. It is working for customer satisfaction. It is a customer centric process, and it is a business strategy. And it is gaining importance in today's world. And people are spending millions of rupees on it. Okay, estimated annual spending of the CRM technology was $14 billion. And thus, there is always a debate between managerial and technological issues in implementation of. Okay, from this we will continue tomorrow. And what are the different types of CRM? That is the operational, analytical, and strategic CRM. This part we will complete tomorrow. Okay, as of today, we have completed vendor management. Then we have done OTC process. What is the OTC process? What are the components of OTC process? Why is it considered as a KPI? Okay, and then we have to see what were the misinterpretation for the customer relationship. Okay, customer relationship management answer is pending. This answer we will see. Okay, yes. Thank you.